Hi, this is Sarah Holmes, host of the Herbal Highway on KPFA Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with your Herb of the Month. I'm Sarah Holmes, host and producer of the Herbal Highway on KPFA, and this month's Herb of the Month for February is Hawthorn. Hawthorn is such an amazing and beautiful plant. It comes in many different forms of trees, from kind of shrubby tree to big towering trees, what many of you think of when you think of a tree. And hawthorn is medicine for our hearts, and it's medicine for our hearts on every level, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I was really thinking about hawthorn this time of year to tend to our hearts. What is troubling your heart? What do you need soothing for your heart? And what is physically stressing your heart? And those things that trouble our heart emotionally also stress our heart physically. And so it's important that we care for our hearts on all of these levels, not just physically and also not just emotionally, spiritually. That the one impacts the other and they ride each other back and forth in that way. So hawthorn is one of our amazing heart tonics. It increases blood flow to the heart. It helps the heart work more efficiently. It strengthens the actual muscle that is the heart. It helps to reduce atherosclerosis, or that plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. And it helps reduce high cholesterol as well. So it has many, many things that it does for us. But in that strengthening of the heart muscle, it tends to bring up deficient function and tone down excess function. So it's really a nice modulator in that way. So I will say this, there's a contraindication of if you have very low blood pressure, sometimes hawthorn will take it down too much. So do be mindful. And if you are on heart medications, pharmaceuticals, check with a practitioner first before taking hawthorn. But otherwise, we're in pretty good shape here to take it, most people. Tea, tincture, leaf, flower, berry, um, all good, all so good for us and so nourishing and healthy. And then they also help us emotionally to feel connected to our heart, to be in engagement with our heart. And this is of great benefit to us as well. Because again, the energetic, the physical and the emotional and the spiritual, they all impact each other, and they can impact each other to bring greater balance, and they can also impact each other in the way of pulling further out of balance. So all of these are important to consider. I do want to highlight some other episodes of the Herbal Highway that you might have missed or are ready to review. Back in 2020, all three of us, myself, Emiliano, and Renee, we hosted a three-part series on the heart, splitting it up into mind, body, and spirit, all of those with a focus on the heart. So that was in May of 2020. So those are some great episodes to hear about. And then just recently, this last November, I had Kat Meyer on and we did an episode, Tending the Heart. And Kat had a lot of really great information to share during that episode as well. So you can find that in our archives, November 28th of 2023. So you can find us at kpfa.org and on your favorite podcast streaming platforms. Hopefully, they're not screaming platforms. And you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Herbal Highway. So we love to hear from you. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next month. So if you'd like to listen to more of the Herbal Highway, you can find archives at kpfa.org and on some of your favorite streaming podcast platforms. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Herbal Highway. If you'd like to follow me, Sarah Holmes, one of the hosts of the Herbal Highway, you can follow me at Blue Otter School. Renee Camila can be found at La Yerba Buena Herbs, and Emiliano Lemus can be found at Trans Herbalist. And check out KPFA, our home since 1997, on Facebook at KPFA 94.1 or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at KPFA Radio. We hope to see you soon.